Right, hey guys, this is Chef Ray checking in with you guys. Tonight I'm going to be making a classic Salisbury steak. Okay, so this is like a good during the week meal, very fulfilling, lots of flavor, super easy, and I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm just get right into it because it's so easy to make. And when I tell you, when you taste this gravy, I'm also making some mashed potatoes along with it too. I got some mashed potatoes cooking back there on the burner already. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna jump right into it. So what I have here, I have a pound of ground beef. You can use any cut that you like. I usually like a nice lean beef, so I'll do sirloin, ground sirloin. I have my spices here that I'm gonna season the beef with. Right here, I have the parsley, granulated garlic, granulated onion, salt. This right here is gonna be a beef bouillon cube, or you can use the beef bouillon powder. Either one, you just crush it up and put it in there. That's gonna be the key to that, the sauce right here. And I have some ground black pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. Put this in here. Okay, and I'm also gonna use some Worcestershire sauce as well as a little bit of ketchup. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Use my spoon. I have it handy with me. All right. Next, I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs. I'm using the garlic and herb breadcrumbs. Just gonna eyeball it. And the recipes are gonna be down below. I'm actually gonna post that, so you'll have the actual recipes along with the correct measurements and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and post that stuff below. So I'm also gonna add 1 egg. Just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up. I'm just gonna get in there right with the hands. Oh no. You don't wanna over mix it either. I just wanna just get everything incorporated very nicely. I don't wanna over mix anything. Smells so good. I cannot wait to eat this. Nice little Monday night meal. So, want to make sure you got everything mixed up along with that egg in there. So it looks pretty good. So I'm just going to show you guys before I go ahead and make some circles. So this is how it looks right here. So how it should look. I should mix everything up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it in fours. I'm going to make 4 patties tonight. It's just me, so I'm not cooking for a lot of people tonight, but I'm going to have a lot of leftovers. That's for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I am just going to make some patties like that. Usually for like Salisbury steak, like the rule of thumb is like to do just, I heard, make like ovals, I guess, like oval shape or whatever, but you can make any, whatever size or however big you wanna do it. You can also use way more beef. If you wanna do 2 pounds, you can make up to 8 of these. It's like feed our army. Like you really can feed a lot of people with this meal right here, no doubt. So I'm just gonna make these. All right, so I'm gonna go to finish making these, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the next step once I get these done. You're gonna need to preheat. I got a cast iron skillet that I'm preheating on medium-high heat. I'm gonna add some olive oil, some butter to that, and I'll meet you guys over there. Okay, guys, so I got my cast iron skillet preheated. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter and some olive oil to it. Just a little bit, I don't need too much. Before I add my patties. And if you're using olive oil, you definitely want to add some butter because olive oil will definitely burn at a certain level. So you have to be very careful with that. You also, if you didn't want to use butter or whatever, just use a neutral oil, like a vegetable or oil like that. I'm gonna go ahead and add the patties in. I'm not looking to cook these all the way through. What I'm doing is I'm just going to get a nice sear on both sides because they're going to finish cooking when I make the gravy. Okay? So I'm going to let these cook for about a few minutes, flip those over, and I'll join you right back. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and flip these over. These finish cooking. Now, because I'm cooking on a cast iron skillet, let's get a nice crust on there. It's not burnt, okay, guys, okay? It's actually going to add a lot of flavor to our gravy. So don't be alarmed when you get the, like I said, I'm also cooking with a cast iron skillet. So don't get, don't worry or anything if that crust develops. It's definitely not burnt, okay? I'm gonna finish the deep cooking for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna remove it, and we'll get started on our. All right, so I let my patties cook a little bit for a few more minutes, and I went on ahead and removed those. Like I said, I'm not looking to cook them all the way through because we're gonna cook them in our gravy, which we are making right now. So what I'm gonna add, we're gonna add our onions, sliced onions, to the pan, as well as the mushrooms. I didn't need to add any more butter or oil to the pan. I have enough left over from when I was cooking those patties, so I have enough, so I should be able to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn the heat down just a little bit. I want these to develop some color, but I don't want to like overcook them, or I'm not looking to just overcook these. I just want to get some nice color on them and to really develop that deep flavor for those mushrooms as well. Okay. I'm gonna stir this around. I'm also gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to this as well. Just a little bit. Yep, and I'm gonna go let these hang out, sweat a little bit, and develop some color, and I'll join you right back for the next step. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes or so. I let my onions and mushrooms get well acquainted and sweat. Got a nice color on those. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic in. And the reason why I didn't add my garlic in when I put my my onions and mushrooms is because the garlic would have burned if I would have let them cook along with these. So you guys want to add your fresh garlic in when these already are somewhat cooked through. And I'm just gonna let this garlic kind of cook in here for about 30 seconds. Just kind of get that raw garlic flavor out. So about 30 seconds. Smells amazing. Oh my gosh. Gravy's gonna be everything. Alright, so then next I'm gonna add a little bit more butter. So I'm gonna start making our gravy. I need some butter. And if you're familiar with making gravy, you need equal parts butter, equal parts flour. So I'm gonna start off with that. I guess I'm gonna let our butter get melted, and I'm gonna add our flour in, and then moving on to the next step. That smells amazing. Gosh. Alright, so I'm gonna add my flour in. All-purpose flour. I'm just gonna add it in slowly and stir it up. We want the flour to cook out, so we're going to cook this flour until it kind of disappears into this. And it's going to basically soak up everything. All that butter and everything is going to soak it up. And then we're going to add our beef stock. Add a little bit more garlic. Flour, I'm sorry. See how that just coated everything? It's kind of soaking up all that. Okay, so next we're gonna do. So let that cook out. The raw flour taste cook out a little bit. Then we add our beef broth. And you can do either beef broth or you can do water with the beef bouillon cube mixed up very well in there. Or you can just use the store-bought beef broth, what I'm doing today. I'm gonna add it to this. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to mine as well, because I didn't have too much of my beef broth left that I wanted. Add a little bit of water. And some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. Okay. And start it up and let it come to a boil. And I'll show you the next step. All right, so I have my steaks that I'm gonna go ahead and add back to this gravy. Let them get well acquainted. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and cover this and let this cook and simmer for about 45 minutes. I'm just gonna spoon some of this gravy over there so it can get well incorporated. And I'll meet you guys back and show you how it's looking. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so it's been about 45 minutes. I went and took the top off, gave it a quick stir. And you see how sauce, the gravy has thickened up nicely. Taste is amazing. Now you guys can check it to see if you need to add any more salt and pepper to it at this point. I've already adjusted mine. Tastes pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some mashed potatoes plated and ready to plate it up. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so our Salisbury steak has been cooking for about 45 minutes. I went ahead and got some mashed potatoes that I already plated up. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this beautiful Salisbury steak. I went ahead and topped it with some parsley as well. Did you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Smells amazing. So good. With the onions and the mushrooms, just made the beautiful gravy for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. Give me a little bite so I can tell you how tender this steak is. Those mashed potatoes. My God, it's so tender. The mushroom gravy, it's amazing. And this is what you want. All right, guys, so I have the recipe below. Check me out. Like and share, Cook a Bitch 123, YouTube, Instagram.